Hey, as we begin section 4 in unit 2, what we're going to do is we're going to graph piecewise functions and something called step functions. So as I look at number 1, what we are going to do is we're going to draw a boundary line. The boundary lines are given by a statement that looks like this. It's going to tell us, going to give us a stipulation of saying, hey, all the x's are going to be less than some number or greater than some number. So right here, both of these are happening at 1. So I'm going to have a boundary line that occurs when x is 1. And what this does is it helps guide where I'm going to put my graph. So if I take that top equation right here and I make a t-chart, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in the value of where that boundary line is. And then the statement says that f of x equals 2x plus 1 if x is less than 1. So I'm going to pick a couple numbers to the left of that boundary line. Lots of times I just use the next two. You could choose any of the numbers to the left of that boundary line. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these numbers and I'm going to plug it in to this x. So I'm going to take 2 times each of these values and then add 1. When I do that, I get 3, I get 1, and I get -1. So I'm going to plot these points. Now the one stipulation is that on the boundary line, it has the less than symbol. So with that less than symbol, for when it's on that boundary line, I have to make an open circle because it cannot equal it, but it can be really, really close to it. Then I plot the other 2 points, and I can draw my line with arrows going down and to the left, because that's going to be my graph to the left of that boundary line. Now, I can do the same thing, but now to the right. So I'm going to use the boundary line, value 1, and then the next 2 numbers to the right. Now in this case, I know I'm going to take -3 times these numbers. So 1 times -3 is -3. 2 times -3 is -6. And 3 times -3 is -9. Now when I plot this first point, it has an or equal to symbol on it. So I can go 1, -3. I can go 2, -6. I can go 3, -9. And draw that line.